this is Jenny from Conscientious Confusion, and I am doing the accent vlog that all the cool kids are doing on the internet these days. And I wanted to preface this by saying that I grew up in East Texas, but my parents were from the North. My mom was lived in Pennsylvania with Pennsylvania Dutch, Mennonite kind of accents until she was in high school and she moved to East Texas. And then my dad grew up in North Dakota and didn't move to Texas until he was in college. And I always thought that was why I had less of an accent than a lot of people who came from East Texas. But I actually started to think about it the other day, and it has more to do with the fact that I was in choir for so many years growing up in high school and in college, and kind of the traditional choral, classical type choir thing. Not like Glee. That would have been cool, but no, we didn't have that back then. So you have to flatten all your vowels. You can't say an ah or an e. You've got to ah or you got to be able to kind of purge all of your accent when you sing, and so I think that's why I can actually remove my accent if I want to, but it does come out, just randomly. I'll get in the I can't really tell when I'm doing it, but my husband thinks it's hilarious when I do it. He tries to get me to do it, to get the accent to come out. And I mean, it happens, but I can't do it on purpose. So that's just a little preface regarding my accent and why it's weird and why it comes and goes. Okay, so I'm supposed to read a bunch of words. Ant, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, shore, data. I'd like to explain that Data is a commander on Star Trek The Next Generation, and I watched a lot of that growing up. And then I worked for many years with databases. So the way I say data has more to do with being a great big nerd than where I lived. Ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans. And that depends on how fast you say that. You could say it really fast and be like New Orleans. But I don't think it would ever morph to New Orleans. For me, I don't think. Pecan, both. I have added the L into both before, both. But I know that it is both without an L. I realize that. Again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, and cot. And then there's a list of questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? That's rolling. And I call it rolling, but I realize that the people I grew up with in that area, they call it like 50 different things. So just because I call it rolling does not have anything to do with kind of where I came from or anything. What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? That is a roly-poly. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? I think we called it soda growing up, but I changed it to the generic everything is called Coke when I got older, because that is what the people around me did, and I felt like a freak when I called it soda. What do you call gym shoes? Again, we called these sneakers in my household, and then later I started to call them tennis shoes because I felt like a freak when I called them sneakers because no one around me called them sneakers. So I go back and forth. I think most of the time tennis shoes, but I think I probably avoid labeling them because I don't want to get into it. What do you say to address a group of people? Hey everybody, what's going on? Hey y'all, I guess in some situations, but I don't do a lot of yelling at groups of people except for my children. What do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? That's a daddy long legs. I had no idea what they were talking about until I watched some of your other vlogs, because that's a weird description. What do you call your grandparents? We called both grandparents on both sides Grandma and Grandpa. So it's Grandpa Ettinger, Grandpa Stingley. Grandma Ettinger, Grandma Stingley. But my children called their grandparents Nanny and Pawpaw and Grammy and Grampy. So we're not particular. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? That is a shopping cart. Asher, put your butt in the cart. It's a cart. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? I was unaware that there was a word for that. far as I know, when the rain falls and the sun is shining, you look for a rainbow. But is rainbow the word they're looking for there? I don't know. I mean, that's weird. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? Is remote. Also one of my children's early words. Mote. Remote. Mommy, mote. Alrighty. Well, there you have it. Hope that's fun. Thanks for watching.